Don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blades. We're just wanting to see the road. It's all every day. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't celebrate. We're the zero holders, so after we say, zero holders, are after we say. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The none for your money is to live in the tree. We're all on the zeros, our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
Good morning, Mega GMs. Fuck, I can't. I wish I could let it rip in the opening. I wish I could. I wish I could like go full fucking throttle right in the intro or whenever. One day, dude. One day, kid's gonna be moved out and this shit gonna get silly. One day it happens. Good morning, guys. What? It's 1:11. It's fucking, dude. I can't. January's flying already. I can't believe it. We're into the second week of January. Do you call it the third week? Whatever, second week of January. It's flying. This year's gonna fucking fly. We're like, boy, I don't know. It's gonna be a really interesting year. Gravity, yeah, it is early for you, isn't it, man? That fucking cat. What's up? Good to see you though. CJ, good morning. Choina, good morning. Edge, good morning. Bro, I was up nice and early today too. Went out. Today's yesterday was my son's last full day in town. He's heading back to college this morning. So we went out and we got some like breakfast. Dude, couple things. I didn't know there's breakfast nachos like at a Mexican joint. And they have like there's like a name for it, right? I never heard of it before, never seen it before. Fucking phenomenal. Dude, chips, that like white crumbly cheese, red onions, carnata, whatever, like the shredded pork, avocado, green salsa, so like salsa verde, I think, and then an egg on top. Dude, what? Gone my whole 45 years without knowing that exists. Life changed. Everything's different now. Everything's different. Anyway, but watched football yesterday too. So we got the, Chicago like style pizza, went to town on a lot of food yesterday. Dude, I woke up last night with so much stomach pain. Like the worst I've ever had, like so bad I couldn't breathe. Never had that before. Never fucking had that before where I actually couldn't take a full breath. It was crazy. But we're dialed the fuck in now. All right. I would lie and say we have a lot to talk about today, but I've been a little unplugged. I promise next weekend we'll be back to like, pretty dialed into stories and have some topics to talk about. But I'm not going to lie, I'm not that dialed in right now. Algo is kind of the talk of crypto Twitter right now. Right? Had a product saying that no changes have been made to the algo, and I actually believe him here. What's up, DK? Good to see you, man. I believe him that crypto Twitter and everybody's poor reach is nothing to do with algo. It's everything to do with, dude, there's nobody here. There's nobody here. And it's like we've talked about a lot. Like, I know people that are gone. And you guys do too. The problem, right? And by the way, there's hardly any projects with cool updates going on. Like, the problem is not that crypto Twitter got nerfed, right? It's not an algorithm thing. I would bet money that it's not. No, it's that crypto's kind of dying. It kind of is. And Nikita Bier, I wish somebody would tell me how to pronounce that, but he pointed out, like, he pointed out this, like, nobody gives a shit about crypto right now. Check this out. Let's look. I guess 2004 till now. Oh, that's way further. Oh, okay. This is basically all time. Let's go back a little. Let's just do past year. Let's go past 5 years. Yeah, actually, it doesn't look as bad when you look here. Good morning, Hoods. But the point is, nobody, and you know this, nobody's talking crypto. If the crypto bros are leaving crypto, then of course the rest of the world doesn't give a shit either. This is kind of interesting, though. Like, why is crypto spiking here? Well, July, like summer. Okay, maybe that's not crazy. What's up, Mike Bennett? Good morning, man. Good to see you, boys. Anyway, we'll talk a little bit about that because I think there's been some algo changes. For right now, hit the like on the show. We're streaming in a lot of places. We're live on PUMPFUN. We're live on Zora. We're live on Retake. Where else? Abstract. I believe we're live. Yeah, we're live on Kick. We're live on Twitch. We're live on X. It's probably too many places. Anyway, hit the like where you're watching. Come over to YouTube, though. Subscribe over here. It's Inside NFTs over on our home base right here. You can follow me at HUDAH_idiot. And really, actually, maybe most important, I've been dropping this a lot during the weekday shows. I mention it usually on the weekend, and only for the past couple of weeks, but I'll say it again. You should, I highly, highly, highly recommend you get on the wait list here at ethoswarm.ai. Highly recommend. And this is like, I will be talking a lot about this. This is coming from Crypto Slam. This is out of all the products we put out over the years, from the Crypto Slam, like NFT dashboard, right? NFT tracking, to the Dropping Now marketplace, which, man, I think it was ahead of its time, right? NFTs sold Dutch auctions, reverse Dutch auctions, right? Price falling, right? Yeah. Didn't work. Way ahead of it. I think way ahead of its time. To the Bull agent, to the Swarm agent, to Copilot, to Wallet DNA, and all that stuff. Awesome. Like, I like it all, right? I like it all. And I love some of that. I like love. This is by a mile, my favorite thing we've ever created. I think its potential goes far beyond crypto. I might even say, like, the audience, let me just say, this is a different kind of product that's meant for the mainstream. I'll say that. I'm supposed to not say anything about it. I don't mind, like, hinting around. I'm just going to say this is the coolest thing we've put out. It's not live yet for you guys. I'm using it, and I'm using it every day. And the fact that I'm using it is what tells me it's legit, right? I'm not using something if it doesn't work, if it doesn't help me. This does. I'm using it every day. I can't fucking believe what it does and how it works. And I've never seen an AI product like it. I will bet you money, cash money. I will bet you cash money that you've never used a product like this before too, and that you're going to love it. It's wild, and it's weird. It's weird that I'm so excited about a thing we launched. It's how it should be. But I'm blown away that this is something that we're about to offer the world, and it's really fucking exciting. I can't wait. I just can't wait for you guys to get your hands on and try it. I think you're going to agree with me. I think you're going to go, okay, how about this? There's a show I watch talking about movies, Avengers movies, stuff like that. And, I'm sorry, dude. Here's a link. Ethoswarm.ai. Here's the thing, though. I watched the John Campea show. I might have. I would bet money nobody's touched. I would bet money nobody's used AI like this before. And I would bet money that at first you're going to go, what the fuck? And then you're going to go, oh, dude, I love this. This is how I want to use AI. It's so different than anything you've done before. I would bet money on that, because that was my reaction too. Heard what it was told what it was. Like, I'm like, like, come on. I don't know. That's going to be people's first reaction. And then you start using it, and very quickly you're like, oh my God, I would have never thought I would like it. I would have thought this makes sense. And then you start using it. You're like, oh my God, it's the most obvious thing. It works so well. I can't believe it. I can't fucking believe it. Hoods, I'll just say this, it's really, really soon. It's really soon. And I'm blown away by it. And I can tell you behind the scenes, the people like, let's say outside of Crypto Slam who are getting to see it, know what it is, they don't like it. They love it. It's very different. I think, okay, this is not a virtuals related thing, but Swarm Token is a core part of this. I bet you Butternugs would love it. I would love to pull it up and talk to her about it, but I can't because then it spills the beans on what it is. I bet she would love it. I bet she would love it. Choina, no, not an issue. I'll just say this at first. That's not an issue at first. Like, you'll get to try it. So don't worry there. But there is a point where you have to, you know, where it's essential. But I'll say this. This is not going to launch like on virtuals or whatever, even though we have our Swarm virtuals token, right? Even though that is a core part of it. I believe the virtuals community is going to be talking about this a lot. I have like in my head, I imagine like Big Will is going to want to talk about this. Here's what I put myself in other people's shoes. I'm like, will this person like it? Right? Would Cats like it? Would Gravity like it? Would Hoods like it? Choina? Like I think about that a lot. And I go down the list. I'm like, yes. And it's not like I think they'll like it. I think you'll love it. And then I'm thinking of somebody like Big Will, because like his voice in the virtuals ecosystem matters a lot. This is not the target audience, by the way. It's not. It's not. It's wild. I think he's going to fucking love this. I think, Luna, you're going to love it. Like, I try to separate my work show from my weekend show. And you guys see, sometimes I'll mention the stuff we're doing on this show, and I'll mention it, right? But I try to keep this like really real, and I talk about things that I really am passionate about and that I love. That's what I keep this for, because I want that line. I want that distinction. I don't want people to feel like I'm shilling them a thing. And this thing, I'm just saying, I will talk about it because I love it and I think it's that special. I can't believe it. I can't believe how fucking cool this is. I think you'll all agree. When you get your hands on it, I think you're all going to agree. Very soon. That video I've been recording, I don't know if that's intended for the public or not. I hope it is because it's pretty interesting. I basically am Steve Jobs. I'm basically revealing a product and it's for someone else, right? But it's special. That's all I know. And I think people are going to really love it. And I think when I think about who would use it, it's literally everyone. It's like the AI crypto Twitter people, yes, but it's like my wife, and it's people who don't touch anything crypto. It's probably even saying too much at that point. It's everybody. It's a whole different product, a whole different audience, but intended for, I'll just say, the mainstream. And I think it's going to work. I think this is going to shock I think this will shock especially the virtuals community. So, ethoswarm.ai. I'm very excited about it. All right. World's getting interesting. We're not going to, we spent more time yesterday talking about, I don't know, current events. We're not too much of that today, but I think you have to when things are escalating the way they are, right? I kind of think you have to. What's up, BTC? Good to see you, man. I think we got to touch on some of this stuff because it's going to get weird. It's only getting weirder. The whole Greenland thing felt like Trump kind of trolling when he first started talking about Greenland. I don't think it's trolling. Well, how about this? I know it's not trolling. I know if he could have anything he wants, he would want Greenland. He wants it. But like, is it realistic? Didn't used to think so. Now I'm not so sure. So now there's reports saying Trump drew up like, well, he asked special forces to drop an invasion plan. Lock in that sweet bag of Greenland. Like, come on, it's crazy. And like, man, there's pushback. They said it's not happening. It's illegal. You know, yeah. English, good morning, man. Boy, he's a fucking maniac. We're even hearing in Venezuela, right? The intention there was to have U.S. oil companies like take over the equipment there, take the oil, first of all, but take over the equipment, modernize it, own it, keep the oil. You've got apparently the oil company saying we don't want to. It's going to cost so much money to modernize that equipment that we don't want it. The oil companies are saying they don't want it. This whole thing, I can't, it's too early to say it backfired, but holy shit. Things not going the way he planned. All right. Quick look at the market. I have virtual up because I had to swap for some virtual because you see in the title, I bought some mute finally, and it pumped. It pumped. I bought into the pump. Dude, yeah. Yeah, this stuff doesn't just happen and then like it goes away. No, the world is changing right now. It is, and it's permanently changing. It's wild, dude. Dude, yes. Yeah, he's a one-man wrecking crew. Dude's a maniac. And we have 3 years left. Think of everything that's happened in the past year. We have 3 more years to go. And so the midterms are some of the most consequential midterms maybe ever. And Trump's doing everything he can to have Republicans win. Look, he did the credit card announcement. I think we talked about it, towards the end of the show yesterday. But Trump is saying he wants, and I don't know if he can force this, but credit card companies have to cap interest at 10%, which is interesting. I read a take that it's an attack on banking, that it's a way to defund, big banks, and that maybe there's a play into crypto, right? Something like that. I don't know. But maybe. I still think there's a lot more going on behind the scenes with crypto. I do. I mean, not just the strategic reserve, not just like the national, stockpile, not just that. We know the stablecoin thing, but it feels like something much, much bigger is happening and setting up a like side economy on chain. I don't know. Just making up things at this point, but it does feel like there's a lot more going on, and we'll see. Anyway, taking a look this morning, Bitcoin getting close to what? 91K again. Good. ETH at 3,100, Ripple 209, BNB 911, and Solana 136. Now, I do want to look at Monero because Monero is cooking right now. There we go. Monero's up 14% in the past week, 7.5% in the past 24 hours. Monero's kind of on fire right now. And it's just, look, I've been watching Monero. I've been watching the privacy coins. Every day I check, this list of privacy coins, and it's obviously privacy season. And I told you, hang on, over on Abstract, what exactly does it do? You didn't explain what we can do. I can't. That's the thing. I can't. All I can do is put the website out. That's ethoswarm.ai. I can't say what it does yet. But all I'm saying is just get on the wait list. Like once that's opened up, you'll know. It asks for your email address, so you'll know. You'll get an email. You'll get your hands right on it. So I can't say what it does yet. But the cool thing is, I don't even think I'll have to say. As soon as it's opened up, you'll see, and it's awesome. It's awesome. TLDR on what a privacy coin is. It's a coin that, in theory, can't be tracked back to you. Like that simple. Transactions that when they happen, they don't know what the originating wallet was and what the dollar amount was. So that's the TLDR, right? That's simple. Because we've learned over time at first, when I first started like understanding crypto, I thought it was private. Couldn't be further from the truth. It's the opposite. It's not only not private, it's like it's completely exposed. Your money, how much, and where it was sent, and what you receive, everything about it is completely public. Couldn't be further. It's the least private thing you could imagine. That's typical crypto. And yeah, so Monero on the other hand, completely opposite. Interesting. Soldier Monero in 2019. Yeah, I bet you all of us had held Monero early on. Like, remember early on? That's what's up, dude. That's what's up. Yep. It's the real privacy coin, and it's OG. And again, when we all probably started crypto, and I think a lot of people here were back in 2016, maybe even before. For me, 2016, 2017. And, Monero was one. You didn't have as many cryptos back then. I can't tell you exactly how many. I remember like maybe 25 or 30 coins, maybe. There weren't a lot of coins, right? Maybe there was more than that, but it wasn't hundreds at that point. It wasn't thousands. We had like a few dozen coins back then. It was crazy. And so we all had Monero back in the day. We all had it. And that's where we're stuck. That's where we're stuck, Hoods. I cannot yet. I cannot explain ethons yet. But this is where things are special and different. You can click up, I was going to say you can click up here on what is an ethon and you'll just get here. Persistent AI mind. But you have to see and feel what that actually means, what it is. But it's different. But you'll see, and I think you'll get it quickly. Again, at first you'll have the same reaction as me. You'll be like, what? And then they'll use it and you'll be like, well, fuck. Why didn't somebody else think of that? That's crazy. Yeah, Monero, I think, is such a big brain, such a special fucking play. I'm gonna swing back to Monero here in a minute because again, the title of the stream today is Mute. I bought a bag of Mute. Mute is like my beta play to Monero because it's a Monero DEX swap for Monero. Like, if you want to buy Monero, where do you go buy it, right? Off the top of your head, where do you buy it? I bet you most people don't know. Right? You can't buy it on Coinbase. You can't buy it, I don't think, on Binance. Like, it's not the easiest coin to buy. Now, I don't think it's crazy hard if you just spend some time digging, but not the easiest coin to buy. That tells me there's an opportunity for a DEX or a platform that is selling it to actually do well. Yeah, that's the question. Well, fuck it. I'll just jump right to it and we'll swing back to, more macro stuff. But this project that launched, look at this. Monero's on fire right now. Delisted from every exchange, outperformed Bitcoin since 2014. Is that true? Maybe that's true. Up 150% this year. Kook likes Monero. I mean, who doesn't like Monero at this point? I mean, there's nobody. I'm in Mute. Again, a beta play on, let's go back further here. Let's go 6 months. Can't remember exactly when Mute launched, but I'm in here. I'm part of this. I'm part of that candle right there. I'm in. I'm going to sit on this. I'm going to hold it. I'm just in. I needed exposure to Mute. I wasn't exactly trying to time the bottom, but I wanted to make sure, right, that it was time to play. For me, it's time to play. It's time to play. I'm in Mute, about $1,000 worth. Nothing crazy. 6 mil FDV. Maybe that's the top. I don't think so. As the, I guess, battle of privacy coins heats up, I think Monero just stands to be the one battle tested. Most important, it's battle tested. We know it works. We know it works so well that it's been banned from exchanges. Muteswap.com. That's where you can swap Bitcoin and ETH and what other coins can you swap? Bitcoin, ETH, Sol, Ripple. So you can swap USDT and USDC. You can swap Tron. You can swap for Monero right there. Now, I don't know yet, where that lives, what wallet you can use for it. That I don't know yet, but yeah, the virtual's Mute. Yep, exactly. Yeah, that the virtual's Mute is Mute Swap. By the way, Reply Core hit 15 mil. I think it got to 16 or 17 mil, so we hit our target. We hit it. I have adjusted my price target to 20 now, 20 mil. But yeah, here's Mute Swap. Again, launched on virtuals. And I think pretty damn spicy. Pretty damn spicy. Okay, what I don't know, how good is the platform, right? I don't know. This is kind of it's kind of like a risky play, kind of, because I don't know enough about like the team. I don't know. They're pretty private. I've never used the decks, but at least in the research I've done, as I'm searching for, places to swap for Monero, Mute Swap is mentioned. It's mentioned like there's like a short list of like these are the platforms. You use this one, use this one, use this one, or you use Mute Swap. There's not many. You don't have a lot of options. So as people start seeing Monero doing its thing and they start looking for where to buy, you have like 5 options, Mute being one of them. I'm going to roll the dice that just that alone gets that price back to, I don't know. I hope all-time high. I hope this has got a 3x in it. I hope much more. I hope we're looking at $100 million token. Hope we're looking at bigger than that. I have no fucking idea. I just know that as the privacy meta keeps heating up, this should follow right along with it. It should. And man, they're leaning heavy into Monero. Let me pull up their X account just so people can see. When they launched, it wasn't necessarily Monero focused, right? That change came a little down the road, right? Where all of a sudden, okay, we're adding some support for Monero, and then it started becoming, well, no, it is a Monero platform. And so now they have it right in their bio, powered by Whisper AI, which I guess is their AI agent, but Monero, they're a Monero-focused DEX. Cake Wallet. There we go. There's the wallet you'll use, Cake Wallet. Monero mode is nearly here. Who are these guys? Monero creators? No, Cake Wallet founder. It looks like. I don't know who Fluffy Pony is. Let me see. Fluffy Pony. This is going to get really interesting. Terry, L1 protocol. How that ties into Mute Swap, that I'm not sure. And maybe it doesn't. But boy, yeah, I think it's time to be making your bets on the privacy coins. Here we go. It's cross-chain, swap Bitcoin and everything. Yeah. Oh, cool. What's the TLDR on him? On Fluffy Pony. Yeah, I actually like that China clunky UI. Like if I see that, it's usually tells me, okay, then we look for what? Like catalysts that can send that token, platform updates, getting that thing not clunky, getting that UI, UX like nice. That moves the needle. Such a low market cap, such a low FDV that to me, it's got a lot of room. Only 6,000 holders, right? It checks a lot of boxes for me. But the biggest one, again, it's a Monero swap DEX, whatever. Okay, all right. So he's the creator of Monero. Look, if you get somebody like him supporting Mute Swap, don't know if he has, maybe he already has, maybe I don't know. You get somebody like that supporting Mute Swap, it's game the fuck on. So when it comes to like what plays can you make in the privacy kind of meta, this feels like one of those easy ones. Right? I'm not saying it's an automatic win. I think it's far from that. Well, maybe not far. Right? But I don't want to tell people it's an automatic win, but for me, I've been watching Mute Swap since they launched. You guys know, everybody who listens every day or often, I've talked about Mute Swap 100+ times, right? It's something it's at least been on our radar. Said a lot, this will be a coin we get into at the right time. I feel like it's the right time now. Interesting. Interesting. A lot of demand to increase our staking pool size. Participants would like to stake Mute to receive Monero. Interesting. Currently, the staking pool is full, consists of 50 million Mute. Should we increase the size? I would stake. This is one of those ones, too, because I don't know and I don't trust that if I stake my Mute, I consider it 0. This is what I do. This is the head game I play. Probably a lot of you guys, too, but most things when I buy them, I consider them gone, right? I just consider them gone. That way it's easier if the thing goes to zero. So same thing here. Bot mute, consider it gone, consider it zero. I'll go stake it. Would love to earn some Monero for doing that. You stakers, you can add Monero wallet to your staking dashboards. Means your monthly rewards will be in Monero. Interesting. They feel small still, which why it feels like an opportunity to me. This is not like a mainstream Monero platform. As of January 5th, I don't think Monero swaps were even working. Right? Monero swaps nearly ready. That was 6 days ago. Dude, so fucking interesting. Big products coming out in Q1. Swap will be live. Monero swaps in the final testing. Well, clearly they seem like they're live now. Security layer for virtuals. So they have a play where they could be like a in ACP. Maybe can help agents transact, but privately. Security widget. Okay. There's a lot here I like. Again, I don't know. Revenue wise, hadn't even looked at that, but revenue wise, one of the top revenue generating products on virtuals, which I think is not saying a lot. And I know some teams fudge their numbers, but send 1,000 USDT. You'll receive any coin on any chain without any trace. How? That's wild to me. Yeah, I like to play. Man, I wish it wasn't so easy. So hard to buy though. It's like, right, you gotta the process. Take ETH on mainnet, swap it or bridge it over to base. Swap my base ETH for some virtual, swap my virtual for some mute. Kind of pain in the ass, but it figured it was time. Yeah, so this is so spicy, dude. The Monero swap wasn't even live until 6 days ago. Brand new. Brand fucking new. Meaning if it works well, it only, there's, to me, one direction it goes. It only gets, more people talking about it. And like, man, the best thing you could ask for is guys like Kook shilling Monero. I don't know, boys. It's feeling like Monero season. It's feeling like privacy season. You gotta make those plays. And I don't think there's a ton of plays, by the way. I don't. So do Zcash, do Midnight. I still want Midnight, by the way. I want a big old bag of Midnight. Play those coins, but like, what are the coins that are like completely under the radar right now? I mean, how could you say it's not Mute Swap? Who the fuck knows what Mute Swap is? Like nobody. Yeah, won't all be. Yeah. Interesting. Mike, are you saying that the Monero swap, that Mute Swap, you can swap Bell's coin? They've integrated it. Yeah, looks like it. Interesting. Dude, really fucking cool. I don't know. Screams an opportunity here. I wish I could vet the team. Oh, when it becomes easier, it won't be good for Mute Swap. Unless Mute Swap is part of the reason why it's easier, right? Right? Unless that. Now, I would be curious what the Mute token is for. But, right, I think usually the play is you're riding that speculative wave, right? I'm buying Mute because I think it'll get attention because Monero feels like attention around Monero is just going to keep growing. Funny enough, I think there's a lot of people here in crypto who are like the newer class, even go back to like 2020, 2021. I think there's a lot of people who came in then. And if you came in there, then you probably didn't know what Monero even was or that it existed. If you're here from prior cycles, you know it. You know it very, very well. But again, if you are in from like 2020 till now, you may not have any idea what Monero is. Meaning it's mind share wise, attention wise, got a lot of growth ahead of it. But yeah, it's a good point, Edge. When it becomes easier, well, if it's easier because there's better platforms out there, then yeah, then maybe GG's game over for Mute, you know. But if Mute's part of that reason, then here we go. But yeah, the crazy thing is, it didn't used to be hard to buy it, right? Like, it didn't used to be hard to buy it. You could buy it on, where would I buy it? I would buy it on Kraken. I would buy it on Bittrex. I don't think I ever bought on Coinbase. Maybe it was there at some point, but yes, I bought on Kraken. I bought on Bittrex. I bought on, God, what's another old Dex? Bittrex and Kraken were the ones I used the most back in the day. What were some other dexes back then? Binance back in the day. But again, you could buy it there. You can't now. You can't buy it. So I guess the idea that it won't always be this difficult, well, it didn't used to be. It is now because it's illegal, basically. I don't know if it's technically illegal, but it's not like, well, maybe it is. I don't know. So maybe it never gets easy, but it's only through things like Mute Swap that it does, that it gets easier. So yeah, I like it. I like the play. In fact, if this pulls even back more to, you know, where was that a few days ago, I might buy more too. I'm in gamble mode. I am. Right. Just a couple weeks ago, I'm like, I'm not trading yet. I'm gonna miss plays. I don't mind. I need to wait and watch. I need to see signs that like it's game on. I think those signs are there now. It's game time. It's like it's time to gamble. And like the risk is there. Government shutdown stuff scares me. The tariff thing, again, Wednesday we'll learn about that. There's things that could just curb stomp us, like kill any momentum we have, and it could happen. I think it's pretty likely it happens, but if it doesn't happen, things can get very exciting very fucking fast. And so, yeah, perfect. I think for me, perfect coin to gamble on. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I always get excited when I have like a thought or a plan, and then I finally do the thing. I'm a lazy fucker. Maybe not late. Maybe that's not the right word, but I'll have these like, I'll have a plan of, I'm going to get this coin. I'm going to get this. I got my short list of things I want, and I don't always do the moves. Right, just that process of swapping, bridging, whatever. Sometimes that'll keep me from doing the thing. You know, fuck it. I'm really glad today I did the thing. What's up, Drew? Good to see you, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Drew, I haven't seen you in a minute. Hope you're well. I had to check, traded XMR on Binance and Bittrex. Yeah. But I still feel like there was another big exchange back then. Kraken, Bittrex. There was one other big exchange. And Bittrex, I just have such. Does Bittrex exist anymore? Yes, dude. Virtuals is they have some crazy great projects. Like again, Mute Swap launched on Virtuals. Reply is on fire from Virtuals. Repo is going to 100 mil. It is. It is. That's what's up, man. Inevitable. When? Don't know. PRXVT, by the way, is also a privacy play, but those fuckers, like, they vibe coded their contract. I would not touch anything PRXVT. And if it wasn't vibe coded, it was like a copy paste. It was just like a generic contract. That's why their staking contract got compromised. I wouldn't touch PRXVT. And I don't know that Mute Swap is any better. I don't know. I'm literally playing the narrative or the meta. I'm playing the meta. Look, small things. Hang on, small thing popped up here. I'm going to go back to that. I just want to show you the kind of projects that have launched here, and it's so fucking interesting. Rocky, good morning. Rarebo, good morning. Boy, I gotta get a vibey again. Small thing, interesting, guys. Like, there's really, really cool products that have launched here, and I think it's a shame. Oh, that's one. That was it, dude. That was the one I was forgetting. That was it. There might be one other too, but yeah, Bittrex is where I got hacked. Bittrex is what took me out of crypto, man. Lost all my fucking crypto. I fucked up. God, what are like the worst feeling, the worst fucking feeling. Waking up, logging into Bittrex, Look at my balance. It's zeros. I'm like, what a fucking weird graphic issue, like display issue. And then I'm looking and I see it transferred out. I'm like, what the fuck? My email got compromised. Somebody reset my password on Bittrex. They might have done it on other exchanges too, but most of my crypto was in Bittrex. Anyway, they reset my password, stole all my crypto. Fucking sucks. But virtuals has got to get away. But by the way, there's a very big virtuals launch coming up. A very big virtuals launch. I'll cover that in a quick second. But just to show this again, virtuals needs to. I really think they need to do this. Push some messaging out there saying we're not an AI agent launchpad. They haven't done this, and they should, because it's not an AI agent launchpad. It's not. It's a startup, or it's an ICM platform. It's literally fundraising for businesses, new products, new projects, whatever. It's not AI agents. 2/3 of the things that launch here don't have an agent. They just put an agent on their roadmap, but it's not an agent token. It's not. It's ICM. It's Internet Capital Markets. It's some of them equity. Ooh, that's a good one. Edge. I'm gonna star that. We're gonna come back and we're gonna look. Okay, small thing. It's a robotics play. It's robots that remove trash, plastic, whatever from the ocean. It's like drones that'll go and clean up the ocean. Like, come on. You can invest in that, and by invest, you can trade the attention, I guess, but that's here. This has got Mo from Animoca, head of tokenomics, also the president or something of EDU Chain, right? He's either an advisor or he's now like core team of Small Thing. There's really interesting plays on virtual that are not really AI focused. But yeah, Mo is now part of Small Thing. I'll say he's an advisor, but I think he might be more than that. So now you have like a kind of Animoca, even though it's separate, but like you kind of have an Animoca exposure to this thing too. I got a bag of mute. I have a bag of this too. I don't remember how much, maybe $100 worth, few hundred, but this is the kind of stuff that's all over virtuals. I think there's like hidden gems everywhere. Of course, Repo is going to play out, I think, very similar to BitTensor. I think this is going to be, man, I think this is going to be 100 million coin. When this was 5 mil, called it was going to be a $50 million coin. It is. Now at 50 mil FDV, I'm saying this is 100 mil. And this could actually, if this market gets silly, this could be higher. This could be 200, 250. This has got really, really, really silly potential. If you want to know what it is, go on the Crypto Slam account. I had the founder on my show. Probably, a month, right when this launched. So let's say like a month and a half ago. I didn't understand it when he was explaining it. I didn't. I kind of fumbled my way through that chat. I didn't get it. I don't fully fucking get it either, but I just know it's like data repositories. People vote on the data sets. You think that data set's going to be popular? And it's kind of that voting process kind of is you vouching for the accuracy of the data too, or the usefulness of it. It's really interesting. So yeah, this one's got stupid potential. Reply. Again, I talk about this one enough too. Reply also stupid potential. This beat my prediction. I said 15 mil FDV. It got to probably almost 20. It might have almost touched 20 mil FDV. It's a pretty decent looking chart too, I would say. I don't know if that's market making either. That might just be like organic demand. Now, the reason you don't see a ton of dips is everybody stakes it. You earn reply every single day when you stake it on their website. So for the most part, people are buying it, staking it, getting more reply, claiming it, staking it. That's what I've been doing. And then here you've got big purchases here. And I don't know, some profit taken here. I don't know where that person quickly exit. I don't know what that is, Core. I have no fucking clue, but this has got more potential. This has got 20 mil potential. I think market gets hot. This has got 25, 30 mil potential. I have trouble seeing it at 50, but also we'll see. I may be adjusting this up even further, but yeah, 15 mil. I thought I would be selling here. Might be wise to sell here. And I don't have a ton, by the way. Nothing crazy. What do I have? 100. I think I have like 133 or 135,000 tokens at this point, which is what? Um, like $1,500 worth. I think like $1,500. Not bad. I'll take it. Yeah, $1,800. Not bad. I bought like $200 worth, right? Maybe 300. Not bad. We'll turn 300 into 1,800. Happy with that. I think it's got higher to go. But there's some other good shit here too, man. God, I try to avoid virtuals talk on the weekend too, but I got to talk about what I think matters and where I think there's opportunities. I think it's here. Yeah, dude, it's boy. Let's peek at that real quick too. 160 something mil I saw it get to, probably higher too. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's past the point where like the writing's on the wall with it, right? Like it's very obviously a big fucking thing. Like, it's the coin of the year so far. Is this the real one? 179 mil now? I think that's it. It's the coin of the year. This is now at this point. Now we'll see. We'll see if this has legs to now be like one of those memes that lives across years, cycles. We'll see. But dude, this is at 180 mil. Did this? Hang on. It touched 200. It touched 200. Okay, now things get crazy. I got to say this, man. Now things get crazy because let's say, even in the market we have right now, can this be? I mean, can this be a $500 million token? It's hard to see. It's hard to imagine a lot of guys who are in very early not taking big profits. Big, like, there's life changing money happening in this thing. Like, stupid life changing money. There is maybe one or two guys that have got that generational wealth, but man, what's PPI, dude? Hoods, what's PPI? I'm almost definitely not buying. What's PPI? Is that this? Is that swappy? I doubt it's this one, but maybe. Is that this? What the fuck is this thing? But yeah, white whale meta. Like, derivative after derivative after derivative, and it's great. That's what you need. You need something fresh. You need something that's got, that brings in the copycats. By the way, somebody, and I want to say it was, oh, that's fucking crazy, Mike. That's crazy. It's so fucking awesome. I know it's like, that's crazy. This guy, I know it's like smaller amounts. It's like, it's not. It's awesome. 30 to 600 something is fucking wild. Mike, you're crushing it, dude. You did well on Pippin too. Mike, you should start. Well, I was gonna say you should start sharing your moves in here. I think you do though, but you should start sharing your moves. Mike is crushing it. How is Pippin, by the way? Hang on, let's peek at Pippin. Mike is like fucking printing here. Uh let's go cookie.fun. Yeah, that's the thing. There's always that too. But dude, no, you'll always get the losers, but the fact that you've like been zeroed on the different ones, like the big winners, like you clearly have an eye for that. What was it that made you get into white whale? Like, what was it about that where you chuck some dollars at it? I don't want Naval on my screen ever. Fuck that coin. Okay. Pippin is in infra. 343 mil still. Crazy. And I know Mike got in decently early there too. Dude, just bonkers. I need to hang on. I need to get these guys on the show. I feel like they said they would. Yeah, I think Mute Swap was like kind of lined up to come on the show. And then we never locked it in or something. I need to get them on the show. Dude, I'm gonna try to get them on the show. Man, fucking fumbled that, not locking them in. Crazy. Okay. Reviewing the trend. It was okay, trending token. Got it. Got it. Okay. Anyway, there's a lot of plays out there. There's wins. There's money to be made. And I want to make it, dude. My goal after doing my trades last week, right? The X copy to a Beeple, locking in some extra ETH. My goal, what I always do is when I make money, I go, okay, let me go grow that again. Let me 2x everything I made. And I lose it all, right? I need to not do that. I need to reset and remind myself, no, you buy the sure things. Mute is a gamble. Mute's not a sure thing. I'm kind of breaking my rule with that already. But my goal or my headspace was always when you make money, keep it until you get that opportunity for the sure thing. There's things that you see that you know are different. You're like, oh, well, this I know. It's not an I think. There's certain things that happen, and it's not often. It's maybe once a year where you're like, oh, I know this. I know what's going to happen here, and I wish I had money for it, or I wish I had more money. You keep your money for those plays, man. Sell your 660 or ride it to 1,000 or zero. I mean, you think about it like that, right? For you to get to 1,000, that thing needs to go to what? Basically 300 mil. So you don't have enough for any like generational wealth. I don't know. I'd almost say sell it. If you miss out on 600 bucks, that's not going to make or break you, right? You know what I mean? If it 2x's and it's not going to make or break you, but locking in 600, whatever, I don't see it going to zero though. I'll say that. Oh, dude, cool. Yeah, you're playing smart. Yeah. I don't see White Whale going to zero. It feels different. Again, that supply control is so important. Saw a great post on it yesterday. Maybe I saved that. I think there was a post about that supply control, and it does fucking matter. It does. Did I save that? Let me see. But again, the point was, and we know they've got 25+% of the supply just locked up. It ain't going anywhere. All in. Go all in, Mike. No, I would just sell it. Find the next white whale, Dude, no tariffs or tariffs ruled like legal or whatever. Something I feel like is going to set us off, right? Something's going to set us off to have. I don't know. I'm feeling like that new. I just feel like a new meta's here, or coming. I feel like at any moment, new meta comes. Oh, you know what matters the most, Mike? How much do you already have on the side, right? How much, what do you got stable wise or soul or an ETH, right? Like if you got your bags already packed in, or I should say, if you're liquid enough, maybe let it ride. But yeah, if you need to get liquid, I would take that. I would take it. Again, not thinking that's going to zero though. What's up, Uncle Matt? Good to see you, man. Okay. Couple quick, well, one main thing, one thing to mention about virtuals. Okay. I wouldn't even worry about a moon bag, dude, right? It's like if you sell 500 bucks and you leave 100, what your 100 might turn into, 2 or 300. I think you've got most of what you could get out of that one. Again, it can still 2 or 3x. It could. But again, and I don't know what you're playing with. Yeah. I'd say just lock it in, look for the next play. Okay. So with virtuals, I did kind of want to look for more big under the radar things here. I think there's some really, I mean, look at Provenance up 60%. There's plays over here, man. What's Hyperbet at? Hyperbet to me is underperformed. And it's kind of what I thought. I thought kind of ignore it. 4 mil FTV. Kind of a nothing burger. The first Titan launch is coming, and it sounds like it's coming in February. This is new. Indulge. Kind of came out of nowhere, huh? Formal protocol for pre-cooperative computational resource optimization. What the fuck? In anticipation of AGI? Get the fuck out. What in the world is this? But yeah, come on. This is bullshit. Look, we've been waiting for the first Titan launch on virtuals. Titan launch is a project that launches at a 50 mil FDV, where the project puts up $500,000 into the LP. Yeah, stupid. Pretty's bullish, yeah. But whatever it is, don't know yet, but our first Titan launch is coming. So be ready for it. So Will and Goon or Big Will's got him locked into Virtuals Weekly. The first official Titan launch. I would bet a lot of money that it's going to be a robotics project. Yeah, it's probably going to be a robotics project. Mike, I don't know, to be honest. Is 500 a psychological sell wall for Monero? You know, like, I don't know, because I think it's different. I don't know if Monero's ever had a chance to, like, I don't know if Monero's ever gotten to have, like, price discovery in a time where, like, privacy is the it's like the headline. It's the meta. So maybe it is. Kind of almost seems like historically it is. But I don't know if privacy, and I don't know because I wasn't as dialed in. In 2018, I don't remember. I wasn't reading stories and news about crypto. You know what I mean? I don't know if privacy was like a big conversation back then. Because back then, I think a lot of people thought crypto was private. Same in 21. I don't know what the conversation was. I can just say for the first time ever, I've noticed privacy is the story, is the meta, is the headline. So I'm not so sure. And also, I know nothing about like the holder base and nothing, but at an interesting spot. What is this? A 9 bill FDV. Monero could do some silly stuff. Luna, thank you, man. Appreciate the repost. Yeah, Monero could do some stupid stuff. Anybody new tuned in? I won't do the full show. I'm just going to say go to ethoswarm.ai, join the waitlist. I'll leave it at that. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. You'll be glad you got here early. You'll be glad you found this. Ethoswarm, I'll put the link, ethoswarm.ai. I do want to touch on the algo stuff here too, but I'll say this too: privacy fucking matters. It does. Maybe last kind of point on privacy. Saw an interesting take, and I don't. Man, okay, this take on privacy. This dude, I feel like I know him or used to. Whatever. His take is that NFT Paris was canceled because of all the security or dude, all the like IRL attacks on crypto people, like kidnappings and shit like that. He's saying the real reason NFT Paris was canceled. I mean, we know it's not. We know it's because they couldn't raise enough money. But if we're talking privacy, we should probably show some of this stuff. This is just over 2025. The father of a crypto influencer kidnapped and held hostage. co-founder of Ledger and his partner kidnapped, held hostage. This is all in France, I think. A Bitcoin miner kidnapped, held hostage. Crypto investor kidnapped. Father of entrepreneur kidnapped. Attempted kidnapping of the daughter of the CEO of Paymium. Planned kidnapping of an investor foiled by the police. Another Bitcoin miner attempted kidnapping. Here's a trader kidnapped. A woman assaulted at her home because of her crypto. This is crazy shit. This is all I think in France. I think. Crypto worker guy. This stuff scares me a little bit, dude. Like it does. Right? Like I'm lucky. In a way, I'm lucky that this channel isn't big, right? Because like that does scare me. And, again, it's so small I shouldn't have to think of it, but I do. For here and there, I do think of it. Like this stuff really happens. It really does. Swiss man kidnapped and held hostage. Luckily, I don't have anything. I got nothing. A home attack. Another, just so much. 6 arrested and suspected of having wanted to kidnap crypto holder for the 4th time. Father of entrepreneur. Yeah, dude, a lot of this shit. So anyway, his point was like, cancel NFT Paris because NFT Paris is. I don't know if Paris is a shithole now. I don't know, but that's what he's insinuating. Mike, it could be like that's the headline I see, and then I have friends who live in certain places. Like people will say like London's a shithole now, and then people I know who are in London are like that's just like spin or propaganda. They're like, I live here, it's great. There's like little pockets that are shitty, and they're like, but it's not what we see on the news. But I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore. Like I don't know what to believe with fucking anything. Oh, dude, was there not a fentanyl issue in Europe already? Kind of assumed that was everywhere. Bartek, good morning, man. Kind of assumed that was everywhere. Maybe not. Maybe just lucky us here in the States. Lucky fucking us. Anyway, mute. All right. Let me just peek if there's anything else that stands out, like kind of good plays, opportunities. Let's see. Morse launched 1.4 mil. Yeah, nothing really recent. Nothing really recent. Although I don't think it'd be a bad idea to go back through like the past couple of months of launches and see if something's kind of slipped through the cracks here a bit. Neox, I think is pretty interesting. But I don't know. I'll focus on the privacy stuff. Man, Mexico's about to get it, aren't they? Mexico's like next on the list that Trump's gonna. God, it's gonna get ugly out there, dude. It's gonna get ugly. It is. I still think the shit we talked about yesterday, I still think that's far from done. Far from done. All right. All this talk about X, algo, crypto Twitter, all this shit. Some changes coming. This is actually pretty cool. X is building an in-app price tracker for crypto and stocks, which is cool. So like, you see, whoa, can you buy too? Hang on. I kind of missed that part. So they'll have a ticker, right? You put in your ticker, and I thought it's just you see the price. You pull it up, you can see the price. If you can hit, because they're teasing what's going to happen here. Buy ticker. If you can buy tokens just from like tweeting it, then fuck yeah. Oh, I'm gonna pull that up. 10% chance of invading Cuba. I'll check that out. Yeah. Dude, you're going to be able to buy crypto right from a tweet. That's Pretty fucking great. Also, then not private. No privacy. No fucking privacy. But yeah, here we go. I think we talked about this yesterday. I think we did. So Nikita Beer said in October, new myths started circulating CT that you need to reply hundreds of times per day to grow. Oh, right. We did talk about this. And he made it sound like you've got like a set amount, like a fucking, you know, daily like quota or something of like your reach. And then if you spend all of it on replies, then when you have a big post, it's not going to get shown to anybody, which doesn't make sense, but he's saying that. CT ends up wasting all their reach on replying GM hundreds of times. I don't believe it works that way, but then again, he's saying it. So like Easy made this site. I think he made it. I'm just reading into I don't know. I think he made this site, and also I think it's fake. I think it's fake. But basically, search your account, see how much of your reach you've used. I don't think it's real. Yeah, I think this is fake. Because I did it before and I was right in the middle. And that said, I did tweet once and it gets no engagement, doesn't have any reach. Yeah, okay, this is just random. It's just totally fucking random. It's fake. But it could be real if that is actually happening. Also, I think I love Easy even more now because he's using light mode. Respect. I respect that. I think there's like 3 people in the world who use Twitter or X in light mode. That's me. That's me. Yeah, I think this is bullshit. But yeah, maybe there might be something to it. So there's changes coming to the algo apparently. Is that a thing? Is that a boomer thing? It's got to be because I do it because it's easier for me to read, right? So anyway, there we go. The algorithm. This is yesterday. Okay, algorithm. Oh, he's probably talking about before, like like maybe in the fall. Algorithm was rebuilt from scratch by the XAI team. Now runs on 20,000 plus GPUs at the Colossus data center. Huge undertaking, essentially changing the engine on a jet mid-flight. Time spent is up 20%, and follows are up even more, but there's still so much to improve. Okay, so he's saying that's the work they did, but like, dude, it's universal. Everybody's saying crypto Twitter in general feels like shit. Everybody says it, but it's a mistake. Everybody's saying that crypto Twitter is being targeted. It's not. It's not. It's not. There's no good content. There's no good content. There's no good projects. That's not true, but you know what I mean? Like, there's no big announcements. There's nothing that we're rallying behind. It's just a fucking free for all shit fest. It's like, there's just nothing happening. And my following, list works pretty good. What the fuck? What the fuck are we doing? Oh, that happened. All right. Oh, by the way, who watched the Bears game yesterday? It's a good fucking game. Pats today. I'm watching that. Bold do you assume the masses hear of a separation? What do you mean, Uncle Matt? What do you mean? China, I use dark mode for crypto stuff and light mode for IRL stuff. That's cool. Oh, you were replying to China. Yeah. That's cool. I like that. That's smart. Great. Ted Lieu just warned all of the U.S. military against following Trump's illegal orders to invade Greenland. Imagine if we do that, dude. I'm sorry. At that point, we lose any fucking support we have anywhere in the world. That literally, it won't happen, will it? There's no way that happens, right? But you know what? I'll say this: I kind of like how Twitter is now. I think it's fine. When I go on For You, I get all kinds of crazy shit. But if I want to like dial into my shit, I go to following and it works. It does. Like I go there and I see everything I want to see. I don't know why Jonah's saying he's deboosted. There is no, I don't believe there's any deboosting for crypto at all. At all. All right. What else is going on out there, guys? Let's go repo. Let's check Polymarket in a minute, see if we got any fun markets. Oh, interesting. Following is 2 levels. Got to go with Reese. Interesting. All right, I got to peek at that. I didn't notice. I didn't know. I didn't know you could change anything. 3 of the top volume projects on virtuals touching all-time highs. Starly. Man, I don't remember liking Starly much. But Repo and Reply for fucking sure. Reply, I think, is gonna do. Yeah. Reply is gonna do some numbers, boys. Okay, random. Random as fuck. For what it's worth, I'll still tune into the show if we're at war with each other. I hope it doesn't happen, though. Appreciate it, CJ. For what it's worth, I think that's the point where I join the protests. You know what I mean? I would imagine there's a line where everybody here actually gets off their ass and starts saying, all right, it's fucking enough. There is that point, which also is why I believe stimmies are going to happen and UBI is going to happen, because I believe we will get to that point. Not because of, this and war, that's AI related, but there's a point where there's a point where we all have to become patriots. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Not you. Would you be good with us invading Greenland? I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I couldn't. Like, look, if we make a deal, if we make some kind of deal, then cool. But us like boots on the ground, like taking over Greenland, that's pretty fucked. That's pretty fucked. I think it is. Unless somebody can make a great case for why it's not. Trump said yesterday, this is crazy. Said Greenland's isn't theirs because they landed a boat there 500 years ago. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh shit! All right, that makes more sense, dude. Yeah, the Greenland thing's weird. It sounded like a joke when Trump said it, and it's not. I don't think it is, dude. It's crazy. I did also see something though. It said we already have a deal with Greenland. Like we already have like a contract, some kind of money deal to acquire it. That behind the scenes things have already happened. I think it was bullshit. I don't think it was a real post, but maybe that'd be kind of interesting. And I just think there's so much. I think there's so much more happening, dude. It feels like we're on like the fucking cusp of World War III, or that it's already started. And it's like, modern wars are different. Also dove a little into that Venezuela, operation. We use some kind of like we use some like wild ass weapon, like a sonic, something that made the guy sick, like made their like noses bleed and they threw up blood and shit. Like we use some like weird high tech weapon. And I think we got crazier shit than that. Dude, CZ thinking we got a super cycle. Maybe super cycle coming. I don't think so, but also there's a chance. There's a little fucking the chance is so little that it's stupid to even say, but also there is a chance. Trump oversells everything, so the steps down don't seem so extreme. Yeah, good point. Yep. Trump is pretty methodical. Sounds crazy to say Trump methodical, but like everything he says is for for a reason. For sure. For sure. It's like where he'll never admit doing something wrong, right? He'll spin it the other way. But it's for a reason. Everything he says is purposeful. That might be a big reason. Yep. One of many fucking reasons, right? But yeah, that's part of it. Crazy. Hmm. I got to put an artist on your radar, guys. Check it out. There's an artist who's starting to blow up, and like, right, like it's good to be on top of that because you never know. Well, you never know. This dude, Nikita Dyaker. Peek at his art real quick or their art, but this person's like blowing up. Ooh, hang on. What do I have that listed for? 55. All right. Um, this dude is this dude's blowing the fuck up. And their art is not just on Tezos. Man, I would love to grab something. But I would want a 1-1. I don't want like a big old edition. But yeah, their shit's blowing up. Like, let's peek at it. Just put it on your radar. Should probably be following. Really different, like different shit.
Just
Actually, hang on. Let's do it with audio. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Hang on. Let's make sure you can hear it. Okay.
to be able to stand up, he needed about 12,000 repetitions.
So hang on. This is like AR art, I think.
If he needs the same amount to do a backflip, he must jump for about a day. If he doesn't sleep,
I don't get it. It's weird. It's really, really different. It's not something I would have considered. Like, I think everything's art, but I would not have considered art collectors buying this. But it's kind of interesting. Yeah, yeah, good shout, Edge. 0.06 something, 0.067 something. I bought it back when it was like, 2 years ago when it was like a quarter ETH. I thought you'd get more out of it. I mean, like the report is fucking awesome. But yeah, I don't buy those anymore. And Roger's great. Had him on the show before. Great fucking guy. But yeah, this guy, this artist is making waves. In a way, kind of like die with the most likes, like just different, like weird perspective, like shit through their lens is like really it's cool. It's unique. So anyway, sell like tons of sales. Their shit's blowing up. I put that stuff on your radar because there's money to be made in art for sure. It's like Modest last year, and I still think Modest is on the upswing, but this is the This is one guy who has a voice in art said this so far is their breakout artist of 2026. So I would be watching. And really more than that, maybe trying to acquire something. Fuck, man. Now I want to collect a piece. Got super rare too? Okay, let's see. Wow. Okay. Last sales. I'm going to see how long ago, but 2 ETH. 2.7 ETH. How long ago was that? This was back in July. 2.7 ETH back in July. So they're bigger than I thought. Like, this is not small artists. It's like, you know, not many people know about them, but 0.4, don't know how long ago that was. 3 ETH, 4 ETH. Like, yeah, that's a legit dude. So anyway, drop it in the chat, put them on your radar for the art collectors. All right, let's see what's going on. Who is Matthew Emerald? I have no idea. Who is Youngs? No idea. These are probably, yeah, good. Bots. Or if not bots, I don't know. Wow. Hang on. Oh, God damn it. I want to see that tweet. Hang on. Let me find that because I do want to talk a little NFTs here. Wow. A die with the most likes piece. Raoul Pal bought for $50,000. I remember when he first started, dude. I remember his art on Tezos. Remember our boy Walshy had, I think, a few of his 1/1s. I like his shit. Not sure if I'm with Raoul Pal that he's like one of the most important cultural artists across any medium. I'm not sure if he's that, but I guess I could understand why he'd say that. I guess I could. I do want to dive into Morse, by the way. It is a privacy product on virtuals. I just don't love the guy that's shilling it. That what's his fucking name? Evans. Evans. I still think that Evans dude is a kind of a questionable character. I think. All right, I lost the NFT tweet. Oh, is that it? Yeah, there we go. There we go. What's this about? All right. 40,000 views, 400 likes, 115 replies, 40 retweets. 0 mentions that this whale is Blur's lending contract. Oh my God. That's retarded. Nobody cares. That's so funny. That's posted like a bullish thing. It's posted like a bullish thing, and it's the fucking lending contract. God damn it. All right, what is Morse? Let's see real quick. Let's see, because it's a privacy play, not like a swap or DEX or whatever, but let's see. Turns any message into an encrypted signal, which means what? I don't know what that even means. Send private messages. Encrypted private messages, okay. Does that matter? Encrypted, burned, gone. Send encrypted files. Oh, okay. Send encrypted files that self-destruct after viewing. No history, no traces, no recovery. Do we care? Does this matter? Like any? My first thing is always like, how do I don't trust anything, so I don't trust it's actually like encrypted. think maybe I need to get over that. Like I'm skeptical about every fucking thing. All right, we do have some big fucking NFT sales, especially in GVC. I know I sold that hoodie kind of cheap, but also like had to do it then. Happy to do it. But 21, almost a 22 ETH sale for one of the 1-1s. Look at that shit. Yeah. Like Signal, although I think we've heard Signal's not actually like really private. Anyway, look at that shit. Like a $60,000 sale. In fucking incredible. There's been a bunch of nice GVCs selling. Like a bunch of nice ones. Like good shit. Sergito, this is the guy that owns Meebits now. Do you guys think Meebits are like important or historic or matter at all? Do you guys like every so often? In fact, let's look at Magic Eden. And actually, one more place, just because we had just talked about art. I threw an offer at a piece, and I think it's way too low. I don't think I'm going to get it, but I'm throwing offers at dragons. Do you guys know William Mapan? He's like a decently big, artist in the space, right? This is his Genesis piece. Launched on FX Hash. I'm throwing, again, a kind of lowball offer. Did I get it? Nope. Don't have it. Floor 1,700 Tez. I'm throwing 800. Way lowball. Way fucking lowball. What's up, Lex? Good morning. Way fucking lowball. I'm tempted to just price it more fairly because I want one of these. Genesis piece. Beautiful fucking collection. And William's one of those artists that's not going away. Like he's going to be... William's a dude. William's a legit dude. Like great artist. So kind of tempted. Man. What Bitcoin NFT will be the first backed? Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you for setting me up. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll say this, nothing changed. You guys know. You guys tell me. You tell me the list. You know exactly what. Oh, yeah, you tell me the list. By the way, let me put these on your fucking radar if they're not already. Okay, Sweet Tart Fusions. Who's had them? Who's fucking experienced the magic of these candy? Like this is, I think this is officially like my number one fucking favorite candy. Period. They're fucking amazing. Who's had them? Sweet Tart Chewy Fusions, dude. The outside crunchy. It almost like the outside's almost like a thicker Skittle shell. It's like a thick Skittle shell. So it's got good crunch to it. And then, bruh. And dude, Edge. These things are bonkers. Okay. Crunchy outside, in the middle is like a jelly bean, but it's chewier than a jelly bean. It's like in between. I'm trying to think what it is. It's like, it's chewier than a jelly bean. It's not as soft. It's got like chew to it. It's like a gummy. Okay, it's got like a good dense gummy in the middle of it. So crunchy outside, gummy with some like actual bounce to it in the middle. Dude, they're fucking amazing. I can't stop eating these fucking things. It's just like a penis. Exactly, Luna. It's like chewing on a flaccid penis. It's like gummy, got some bite, got some chew. Nailed it. No, those are like the best fucking candy. I'm eating basically a bag of those every other day. It's ridiculous. So good. All right. God damn it. GVC up to 0.63. Fuck. I want one. Oh, nerd gummy clusters are amazing. Yes. If you like those, you'll love these. The gummy parts chewier than the nerd gummy clusters, right? Those are got like a soft chewy thing. This is a harder chewy thing. And it's not hard, but it's like double what a nerd one is. And then the outside, it's very much like that though. So if you like those nerd gummy clusters, you'll fucking love these. They're better. I think they're better than the nerd gummy clusters. Like way better. They're so good. Some of them are like tart. Some of them are like super sweet. They're so good. All right. GBC, I really do want to Vibey again. I really do. I'm not priced out yet, but I don't. This is one of those ones where like with GVC, I'm like, okay, I'm either gonna miss it because I made my play there, right? I made my play. I spent probably altogether on GVC, what, 0.3, 0.3, and I turned it into like 3 or 4 ETH, right? Maybe 5 even. I don't know. So I made my play there. Now it's like, do I get back in? Edge, I another one of those things. I'd bet cash money if you would love them. They're the best. Yeah, they're better than the nerd clusters. I only found them, dude, right after Halloween. Local store had a sale on like dude, they had these big like you know those mix bags with like Halloween candy? They had one that was all gummies and it was like a sweet tart bag, so it had like the sweet tart ropes and it had like actual sweet tart gummies, but it had these in it too. Dude, it was like $1. I think it was like $1 for the whole bag. That was the craziest fucking candy sale. And I got a ton of them and I tore through them. And now it's like every couple of weeks I'm ordering like 3 packs of those on Amazon. Big bags are so fucking good. What's good, man? Good to see you. Anyway, good vibes. I'm either okay to miss it or what I'm trying to do with them is, look, I'm playing mute and I'm playing mute and I'm playing Wreck Guy and I'm playing Project Eon. I'm playing those in case the market heats up, right? I got my position. I'm playing GVC the other way. I'm not buying in case the market goes down. Well, then that's the thing I'm going to buy. If this market pulls back, then I'm getting a Vibey, maybe even a couple Vibeys. That's my play for that. Right? Because they're pretty pumped here. And if this market gets hot, these are going back to an ETH plus. They are. But I've got my positions. I got my other things. And this is what I'll play if it doesn't go our way. Dude, yes, I'm going to order some. And by the way, they put out some details. Good shout on that. So I think they described, fuck, maybe I'll see if OSF will come on tomorrow. He said he'd come on the show. Let me see if I can get him on tomorrow for the launch of this. That'd be fucking awesome. But they announced how it works. Okay, purchase a 4-pack of rec drinks. This is an IRL. 4-pack of rec drinks. You get a receipt with a code on it. Take the code, go to getrec.com, get.rec.com, and you get to claim rec tokens. Infamous, I don't like them. I don't. No, to be honest, I love them. I do. Love. I don't like them. I love them. I don't have any, but I love them. I wish I had a Milady badly. Still, I'm not. You know, actually, just like with GVC, if the market pulls back, I think a Milady's the target. I would love a Milady. And it wouldn't be a thing to trade. It would be like I think like ideally it's a forever thing. I want a Milady. Really, really fucking bad. All right. So you buy a 4-pack. Fuck, I lost the site. Okay, you purchase a 4-pack, which is one case. You buy the case, you get your receipt, you go on the website, you claim rect. I wonder how much you get though. Like, what do you think it is? Like $1 worth? If you were guessing, like, what would that look like? Because now you got to start thinking about it like a coupon, right? So let's say the 4-pack is like $8 or $10 or whatever. They're going to give you like 50 cents a rect coin, or they're going to give you like $1 of rect coin. But it's so interesting, dude. I didn't know Gary got a cosmic. I saw another one he got. I didn't know he got a cosmic. That's cool. That's cool. Rarebo, I'm kind of unplugged from GVC now. Kind of a bummer. But yeah, I didn't know he got a cosmic. That's awesome. I love Gary. I was gonna say I love fucking Gary V. No, I love Gary V. That's badass. But here's what's so interesting. Here's what when like crypto clicked for me, and it was thanks to NFTs years back. Like the thing that clicked and where I started going and like having visions of the future, it's like, okay, grocery stores. Grocery store has its own coin. And like every brand product has its own coin and whatever. And they are all paying you. This is the way I think UBI could happen too. They're basically paying you to get to buy their thing. I won't get into how that works because it's pretty out there. It's like fantasy stuff. But this is kind of in that like realm. Okay. This is instead of like a typical rewards program, and it's instead of like a coupon, right? What's fucking interesting is you get your coupon, which is to claim tokens. You go claim your tokens. You're not necessarily going to sell them. You now get like a reward that can in theory double or triple in value or more. Like you maybe in theory buy rec drinks and it kind of pays for itself, or you make money. You go buy the drinks and you actually make money. You make more than you spent. What a wild thing that would be. And that's like, that part's not fantasy. That can happen. And if that works for them, if that works, like if we see that this model works, then others start copying it. Like what if like sales of the rec drinks are like so fucking shocking that other brands like Web2, like non-crypto brands start copying this and they launch their coin and they use it as a rewards program too? Like what if? This is pretty fucking interesting. Now, like I'm just going to guess it's like 50 cents worth, maybe even 25 cents. But if it's like $1, like that's not nothing. And like Rect where it's at right now, I think can like 4x back to its all-time high. I think that's crazy. So your $8 drink costs you, $4. I think that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I think what OSF is doing is a big fucking deal. Like such a big deal. Yeah, I'm proud to have bought that Rec guy. Like hopefully I don't lose money, but I don't care if I do. Like I just want to be part of that community now. I like what Block Runner dudes are doing with DMT. Oh, right. Back to the Bitcoin stuff. True believers, how Bitcoin is flawed and DMT is the answer. Interesting. I still need to dive more into DMT, dude. I would love that, Gravity. If Penelope's did, I would fucking love that. That'd be awesome. Hey, I still got a soft spot for Carlini and Penelope's and all that. Always will. Always will. But no, man, the full coin play hasn't changed. The only thing that might have changed is if OMB is in there. But I'm only like pulling them out of it a little bit because sentiment is so bad there. And that can change. So it's still the same. It's OMB or Node Monks or Puppets, or I would probably say maybe Quantum Cats are not in that. Instead, it's Taproot Wizards only. Maybe not Quantum Cats at all, although maybe. Udi's stepping up the posting, by the way. I don't know if people have noticed. And Sense are like definitely in that list. Sense are definitely there. Will not shock me one bit if Sense become that collection. Honey Badgers too. I'm like really bummed about that, about Aqua. Just like, I don't know. Something about him's weird lately. But okay, hang on. By the way, I haven't watched their show in a minute. Those guys are great. I like them a lot. Fuck, what was I going to look up here? Hang on. Oh, Udi. Udi's okay. I'm starting to wonder if Udi's getting ready for a push. Okay, remember, this might sound silly, but like there's so much life ahead of Quantum Cats. They still have to, they're still going to reveal all those traits. Quantum Cats are awesome. They still have all the traits to reveal. Like, they didn't forget about that. Udi's just really fucking smart. and he's only going to do it when it's hypey and moves the needle. If he does it now, nobody's going to give a shit. If he does that when the market is like euphoric, that pushes quantum cats to stupid prices. He's a really smart fucking dude. But he's starting to tweet about OpCat again. And he's starting to talk about like being active. Like, I think this is interesting, the timing. A lot of regrets in my life. And trust me, if you get to my age with no regrets, you haven't lived at all. Facts. Maybe my biggest regret is we didn't push harder for OpCat. There was a point in time where our OpCat campaign got so successful that everybody begged us to stop. They were genuinely afraid we might pull it off. And I think in a way we got scared too. Asking, did we get too disruptive? Was Bitcoin on a path to activate other upgrades like CTV if we just step back and stop trolling? In reality, the reality was that trolling was necessary and effective. Our OpCat campaign remains the most impactful campaign of the last 8 years to upgrade Bitcoin. Nothing else comes close. And when we were finally ahead, we tricked ourselves into thinking that trolling is bad and we stopped. Bitcoin is worse off because we stopped. I believe that wholeheartedly. It's clear now that without the energy we brought to the table, the Bitcoin community isn't capable of organizing around necessary upgrades. CTV failed. Quantum discussions being sidelined. Can the movement be started again? I don't know. Maybe. Honestly, would love to hear from other people who are involved in this discussion from all sides. I think he's getting ready to ramp up the conversation again. Okay, imagine. Bitcoin starts looking spicy again, right? We are not in a bear market. Like, right, imagine the scenario. We're not in a bear market. Bitcoin is back over 100, 107-ish. And instead of what a lot of people think is coming, which is that's the moment. We dump from there. That's the top. For this year. Instead of that, it keeps going. And instead we get a push towards all-time high. And other things have to happen here too, but also like, what if things get very hot, very exciting, very like euphoric, and we're like all-time high, but deeper in all-time high. And then he starts pushing that campaign. Then that's where the magic can happen. That's where the magic can happen. And he shouldn't have stopped, by the way. But I like saving it for the time where it moves the needle the most. I would not get surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they pick that campaign right back up. Again, all those cats still have like 20 layers to reveal. Like, there's a lot of life ahead of these things. Or maybe that's hopium. Maybe Udi played all of us. Maybe he played all of us. I really thought that the trait thing was like hard coded. I thought there was just like hitting certain blocks triggers like trait reveals or something. Then maybe that's not how it works, but I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, hang on. I start my day every day. I swore I wasn't going to do fast food this year, and I'm going to actually not, except today I might. Every day I start looking at the Taco Bell menu because my kids are like Taco Bell fucking fiends. And I said no Taco Bell until they have a new. You know what it is? When Taco Bell like 3 months ago did the Y2K menu, it was like the decade. It was called Decades or some shit. And they brought back like the chili cheese burrito and like some old school stuff. Dude, I got so many chili cheese burritos. It's the best fucking thing ever at Taco Bell. And when they changed it and got rid of that shit, I'm like, okay, we don't get Taco Bell again until they change their menu. Till we get something new. So anyway, stupid story. But every morning I check Taco Bell. It's what we do. It's what the fuck we do. All right. Hoping OpCat. Just fucking hoping that Udi starts pushing Quantum Cats again. That's it. Do you believe that, Mike? Are you just saying it, or do you believe that? And if you believe it, why? Quantum Cats will be worth over 1 Bitcoin again. Quantum Cats never got to 1. They didn't get close. I think Quantum Cats peaked at 0.5 or 0.6, right? Quantum Cats never got to 1. The only thing that got to 1 is nodes. Node monks. Well, I mean mushrooms too. And then I think certain OMBs, like the rarest OMBs, but Quantum Cats never got there. They got half there. I think wizards can. I can see Quantum Cats, but nodes have really, really fucking impressed me. Nodes have impressed me that they've held up better than almost every other collection. I'm very impressed with nodes. So at this point, if I had to pick one collection that I think hits that Bitcoin floor, I think it's nodes. And it's why I don't want to sell mine. If I need to, I would sell it. But for me, like node is actually funny enough. I was going to say it's low on my list. It's not. My node monk is firmly on my list of if I need money, I will sell it. But I don't want to. I don't want to. Because I think node monks are special. They really fucking impressed me, man. Hey, Michael Saylor gonna be buying some Bitcoin today. Lex, I got one. I finally got. You know, if you weren't here for this, Alexa, shut up. Oh, I said your name and it thought I was talking to it. Got it. Lex, if you weren't here for that story, I won a node monk in a contest, and it took almost a year to actually get it sent to me. And I put the pressure on the person because he wouldn't send it. It got to like, it got so fucking weird. Was saying stuff like, I thought you were just going to turn around and flip it. So fucking what if I turn around and flip it? Which I was never going to do. You guys know me. I collect. I was not going to flip it. In fact, I was more likely to flip it after the drama, but like it took a year to get that fucking thing, and I got it. Bro came through. I got my node monk. Fair and square, won it. Shouldn't have taken a year, but whatever. Got it. It's a nice monk too. It's a nice little node. In fact, let me see if I'm on the right profile. Let me see if I can show you. I love this fucking thing, by the way. This is from Patrick Amadon. Guy's awesome. I love this thing. God, I miss Bitcoin stuff, guys. I really do. I really love Bitcoin NFTs. I really fucking do. You know what? We're going to go down memory lane. We're going to look at some Bitcoin shit. I miss Bitcoin NFTs a lot. I love them. I think they matter. I really fucking think they matter. I do. I mean it. I think that, you know, it's still that world. It's still a different world. It's a different world coming. It's money worth, you know, not dollars are not worth anything. So we have a lot more dollars. It's UBI, UHI. You know what I mean? It's all that stuff. It's all that stuff. And at that point, I believe we're all living much more comfortably and we recreate the COVID times. We have money to spend. And so we do spend it. We spend it on shit we don't need. We spend it on rare on-chain collectibles. That's what I believe. I believe it. Yeah, this wallet's fun. I got some cool shit in this wallet. My Flare by far, I think that's never going to be worth anything. I was hoping. I like it. Spent a lot on it, dude. 0.03-ish, maybe? Whatever. They're probably worth nothing now. I bet you're worth nothing. Floriforms. Let's see. What's cool? I still like these angels. I still like those fucking things. Here's another FAR piece. Again, I think worth nothing. Bummer. Spent a lot on that too. Probably also 0.03. Mutable trees. Cursed Punk from Cosmos. Thank you, Cosmos. Here's a Coldy piece. I still love Based Angels. Sense. I believe that's my last Sense. I got to check. Maybe I have one other wallet with one. I don't think I do, but I believe Sense could hit 1 Bitcoin. I would love to own more Sense. I would love that. In fact, you know what? Let me pull it up because I'm going to keep an eye on that collection. If they get very cheap, here's the thing. No matter what, I think there's some wicked upside on some of these Bitcoin collections. Let's say the 1 Bitcoin floor thing never happens. Where these are priced at now, If you believe Bitcoin's going to $1 million, if you believe it's going to 200 or 300,000, I think there's wicked upside on certain collections. Sense being one of them. As in, if you parked today $10,000 in Sense, I kind of betting you walk away with 50 to 100,000 bucks. I think that would be easy. Mike, are you talking? Is that Quantum Cats? It's kind of financial advice. It kind of is. Let's see. I thought it was, but was that 0.046? Okay. But it's such a collectible for Bitcoin devs. He has plans in future. Will probably spawn free NFTs for holding. I don't think there's gonna be NFT. I don't think there's gonna be anything for holding. You know, like I guess I have Mike. You know, I still have the hope that we get a really hot Bitcoin season again, and you get whitelists and airdrops like Runestone. So I guess there's that. I guess yeah. If that's what you're saying, I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, I think Sense is. I'll say Sense is financial advice. I really, really do believe that those are gonna be awesome. Here's my Node Monk, and I like him a lot. I think it's great. I love it. That's my Node Monk. I'll come back to him. This guy is my, I think, lowest inscription number. It's like 13,000 or so. Yeah. Again, doesn't matter. Low numbers don't matter. What's the floor on these bad boys? 0.002. 250. It's not nothing. 257 ain't bad, but I think this costs 0.09. I think it was like 0.09. Crazy. Fucking, we threw away so much Bitcoin. We threw away so much Bitcoin. So yeah, there's my Node Monk. Sense at a 400. I'm sorry, dude. Sense, I think, is maybe the best risk reward asymmetrical bet out there. Period. Like, what a crazy fucking thing. Sense at 0.004. I believe we will see Sense at 0.04. I think there is a very easy, very, very easy 10x in these. And it's not this year, and it might not be next year, but in the next few years, and it could be this year, by the way, but then in the next few years, I think you have an easy 10x. And I see a scenario where these can be one Bitcoin floor, but let's even do not that. Let's say let's say 0.4. I think you have a 100x in Sense. I think you have a 100x in Sense. I do. I believe that. In the next 5 years, I think you have a 100x in Sense. Very special collection. I could probably argue it's the coolest, best, most important collection on Bitcoin. Then the narrative, the story, everything about it. I think it's maybe the most special collection on Bitcoin. Period. 1 cent equals 1 penny equals right now 0.04 Bitcoin. One day, that story, like the prophecies fulfilled when it's 1 Bitcoin. 1 penny equals 1 sat equals 1 Bitcoin is full circle. That is the prophecy fulfilled. That's it. And it could happen, right? I'm not going to bet on the 1 Bitcoin. I think it's very possible. I'm not going to make that bet though, because I already have one. But I would bet that this goes to 0.04. I would bet that. I actually would bet that. And I think it's pretty likely it goes to 0.4. If you wait, one day you wake up and it's up 200%. Up, and do you buy then? I don't want to chase it. Again, I'm in a better position where I have one already, so I'm fine. You know what, I'm going to do some thinking today. If, this is the right point to go grab like 2 of them. You know what I mean? I don't think it'd be stupid to grab 2 or 3 of these. $400, I spent $800 or $1,200 on stupid shit. I don't think spending $1,200 here would be stupid. Oh my God. Fucking crazy. Again, these were 0.03, I think. 0.005 floor. Fucking. Now, like the benefit of these, or I guess the plus side on the FAR stuff is if quantum cats ever run up to, like one, if they, if quantum cats start running, Taproot Wizards run, FAR's the artist behind him, he'll get some side action. His stuff will do cool. There you go, Mike. I love that play, dude. Because you can 2x that white whale bag, or you can, I think, very easily 10x your bag in a cent. You know what I mean? I think so. I think they're just so fucking special. I like that play, dude. So now I'm thinking about actually that offer I have on the Dragon, that Tezos piece. I'm thinking about canceling that offer and just doing the same, dude. Coming right over to cents and just buying a couple cents. It's pretty tempting. Yeah, I might end up doing that. Quick reminder, go to ethoswarm.ai. I'll just keep chilling because I think it points different people are tuned in. Go to ethoswarm.ai, join the wait list. This is something that the Crypto Slam team, my team, our team, whatever, is building, and you're going to fucking love it. You're going to love it. I love it. I use it every fucking day. I can't tell you anything about how it works. I can't, nothing. I can just tell you that it's special. It is special. It is. And I won't keep doing it if I didn't believe it. I believe it's special. Ethoswarm.ai. Oh, so the story with Sense. Okay. Sense is a collection from an artist named Rutherford Chang, who, great artist, has been covered by like, I want to say like the New York Times, but he's had like mainstream press covering his art, right? He had like the Beatles White Album collection, like physical thing, non-crypto related, but like mainstream press has covered him. He's a very legit, established artist who unfortunately passed away last year. Was it even the year before? But let's say last year, passed away last year. Well after the collection came out. But this collection, 10,000 pennies, physical pennies, and this is a commentary on Bitcoin about value, store of value, but also actual value. 10,000 physical pennies, each one digitized and inscribed on one Satoshi, one sat. So you already have like an interesting commentary. 1 penny is now worth 1 sat. 1 sat is not worth 1 penny, right? 1 sat is worth like what? A fraction of a cent. Or is it? If we're moving into this like world of digital money where Bitcoin's digital gold, what actually is worth more? A penny? Or is that 1 sat actually worth more? And in the long run, that's like the social experiment, or that's the comment, is that we may see it play out where that 1 sat 100 years from now is worth more than a penny would be. So they took those 10,000 pennies, inscribed each one individually on 1 sat. So there's 10,000 sats, and made the collection. They then took those 10,000 pennies and like smelted them down or whatever, and made a big old, like a big copper cube. They also inscribed that is a 1/1 NFT, and it was sold at Christie's. So we've got some like really cool provenance too, and like some like cool, what is it? Validation in a way. This is something that's been sold at a major auction house. Well, already the conversation's interesting because that 1 penny inscribed on that 1 sat, well, that 1 sat is no longer worth, a penny or a fraction of a penny. These are selling for, what do we say, $400? So 1 penny, you put it on Bitcoin, it's now worth $400. How cool of a story is that going to be when your 1 penny, because it's on Bitcoin, is now worth 1 Bitcoin? How cool of a story is that going to be? It's going to be, this would be a mainstream news story, and it has been, but it might be in a much, much bigger way if that ever happens. If it ever happens. No matter what, the story's already cool. 1 penny in real life worth 1 penny. 1 penny on the blockchain worth $400. At one point, these were worth like $3,000. But when it ends up being 1 penny worth 1 Bitcoin is where this is a special collection that, like art houses would be talking about. In fact, this collection, I imagine we'd start seeing those sold at a Christie's, Sotheby's, whatever. It's very special. If you're a Bitcoin purist, this is special. Even if you're a Bitcoiner who doesn't like inscriptions, you think they're spam, this still is special because this one, more than most of the other ones, it's art. And I think everything is art. There's low level, low effort, pointless art. There's also stuff that is very important art. And I think this is actually important art. Like, this is a learning tool. This teaches people about Bitcoin. It does. If somebody wants to like really get into this collection and think and wrap their head and try to understand like what the fuck is going on here, well, you'll learn the significance of Bitcoin when you do it. So I think this is a very, very, I don't know, it's a special collection. It is. And again, it to me, the appeal is mainstream art, non-crypto art, right? Traditional art world, I think this is appealing to them. Bitcoin maxis appealing to them. You know, speculators appealing to that. This checks the box for anybody and everybody and everywhere. It's a very special collection. And so my bet still is, look, I do think we get to a point where a Bitcoin collection is back to a 1 Bitcoin floor. I believe we get there. I really do. I really do. I think it's again, money's going to get weird. Stimmies or universal basic income is going to happen. Or Elon Musk says universal higher income happens. And when that happens, it's COVID times. We have everything we need. We've got enough money. We spent it all on rare shit. This is that kind of thing. There's 10,000 of these. People will buy these. And actually, to that point, I want a few of these because I would sell one, but I would want to keep one of these forever. I think it's that special of a piece of art. So they're amazing. I might buy one or two today as well. I might. Yeah, I might even just grab one just to do it. And yeah, I might grab one. I'm just looking through wallets, see where I would grab from. Yeah, I think one or two of these are gonna join the collection today. I'd like to see if I have two. I totally forget if I have just that one left or if I have two. If I have two, I might be cool. But yeah, but if I'm down to just one, I think I'd like one more. Here, let's check one more wallet. God, man, Mike, I'm glad you mentioned these, or I'm glad they were brought up. I love that collection. I love it. And it feels very bottomy. You know what I mean? Like, I think, look, a lot of people who have those feel exactly like me. They're not selling them. They think they're actually like significant. So like it's different than a node monk. It's different than a lot of collections. It's a much more personal thing to people, to a lot of people. What's more valuable? Oh, okay. Certain years are more valuable because there's less of them. The more like scruffed or rough looking it is, the better. Like the clean ones are the less sought after ones. Yeah, the really, really fucking like, I'll show you some examples. The ones that are really hard to read anything on. And they're priced higher. They do sell higher, right? So here, let's go. I would say this too, for the most part, like kind of use your eyes for stuff that just stands out. I would almost say some of the really clean ones stand out, but you know, but I know the collectors value that less. It's definitely like this one right here. This one right here. Super dirty. Yeah. Super dirty. So some of the years are more rare. But again, there's some really dirty looking ones. And so far I've seen like one that really stood out as like this one, I think. Maybe even this one too. Here, let's get a few of these up. And there is an official rarity somewhere. Like I think in their Discord, there's like an official rarity chart that the community put together, which is really fucking cool. Let's find some nasty pennies here. But yeah, the dirtier, the better. That one's kind of cool. That one's kind of cool because it's got some shit on the shoulder. I can even sort this by like highest price because I bet all the shittiest ones like maybe listed at 1 Bitcoin. Here, let's see if we can find like one like that one's good. What is that? Oh, this one's on a rare sat. Okay. Yeah. Okay, funny. I didn't notice that. Ooh, this one right here is very dirty. That's a dirty coin. Yeah. Yep. So something like that. And people have named some of the traits too, like some of the looks. That one's kind of cool. Man. Here, let's kill that page. I wonder what's like the number one like rarest. Oh wow. I agree. I would just buy a floor one. But if you want something extra cool that will trade above the floor, you go for the dirty shit. Here, let's go. Let's price high to low. Just so we'll see a lot. Like that one's fucking cool. Look at that one. But yeah, this guy right here, look at that one. That's probably one of the rarest in the collection. And I don't know if somebody called this one like a snow penny or something. But yeah, this is definitely one of the rarest. Yep. That one too. Come on, like yeah, these ones up at the top are like these are the rarest. Again, it's artificial rarity too. It is. But people do spend more on them. This one's cool. God, these are cool. That's a dirty ass penny. That one's cool. Man, yeah, they're awesome. It's going to kill my browser in a second, but yeah. Yeah, that one's fucking awesome. Dude, here's what's so cool. Mike. If you explain this to a normie, they'd be like, you're fucking insane. But it's also like that's why this is so special, because when you explain it to them, you're explaining like the whole thesis of Bitcoin. You're explaining the magic of Bitcoin. That we believe like one sat is worth more than 1 penny. And we can prove it here because blah blah blah, right? But yeah, it's a whole story you get to tell somebody, and you can onboard people. Like fuck it, don't onboard them to a cent, but you might onboard them or get them curious about blockchain at that point and why Bitcoin is so special. It's such a cool collection for that reason. But yeah, normally it would make their head spin until like, and then all you have to do is say, okay, if you don't believe me that it matters, well, then you start talking about, why are banks and countries and institutions stockpiling Bitcoin? But separately, you're like, okay, if you don't believe me that there's real value there, it's like you don't have to agree with it, but you have to believe it because look at this, because people are buying it. So it really is as valuable as I'm telling you. Again, not because you agree with it, but because it's reality. People are spending that. Yeah. Yeah, it'll make them fuck. And some of them eventually it'll click. God, these were down to 0.02, 0.03. Well, I guess in December people lost harvesting. God, I really want one. I've got to get some Bitcoin. And I don't think they're going to move fast, so I don't, whatever. But yep. How many are listed? Yeah, there's a lot listed. Not a crazy amount, but 7%, 7.5%, 2,000 holders. Like, there's a lot of people that will take profits in these along the way, but I do believe Bitcoin season's coming. I'm not convinced it's this year. But still, again, it's my same thesis in the next 4 to 5 years. I really strongly, strongly, strongly believe it. That as Bitcoin runs to a mill, that the collectibles on Bitcoin have a resurgence and they become NFT. Okay, like that pendulum that swings NFT. It couldn't be further from like NFTs being cool. We're at the total opposite end. And one day it swings back. One day it's going to swing back. And I think when it does swing back, I think there's nothing cooler than an NFT on Bitcoin. I think there's nothing cooler than that. And at that point, because it's years later, well, then all these NFTs on Bitcoin have got like more significance, more historical value. You'll have people who at that point are like, they've been in, they're ready to shill their bags. So you're going to have loud voices talking about them. You're going to have a whole bunch of ETH bros who never touched them capitulate and buy for the first time. And, they get how the money part works. They get the upside on these and how quickly it can change. They'll come FOMOing right into this stuff. And greed is going to take right on over at some point again. But the biggest thing is at some point, NFTs will 100% be cool again. They'll be cool. And again, I think there's nothing cooler than an NFT on Bitcoin. Nothing fucking cooler. God damn. Got me wanting to buy one. And I'm gonna dig through one more time. I got to see if I have one. I got to see if I got two. We'll see. Katya, thank you. Appreciate that. Hey, that's my first abstract tip in like fucking months. Super cool. Thank you very much. It's been months, dude. Months. It's probably been like 6 months. That's crazy. All right, let's peek at deads. 1274. Oh, holy shit, Dead. Did you mint that one? Did you mint that one, Dead? That's a fucking great one. Dude, epic. Oh, wow. Over 200? Yeah, just about. Wow. Jesus, man. By the way, how much were cents to mint? Were they basically free? Were they free? I feel like cents were free to mint. Oh, they were. Actually, they were, weren't they? Or maybe they were like 1 cent. Again, it just plays right into that story. It plays right into it. 1 penny on 1 sat costs 1 penny, 1 cent to mint, like that whole thing. I think they were a penny. Might be wrong, but I think. It's so cool. So cool. Man, GG's to you, Mike. What a play. Yeah, it is on Abstract too. Yep. Live on Abstract. Here, let me send that. I haven't done this in a while, but here's me on Abstract. There we go. Yep, every day on Abstract. YouTube's home base. Javin, I hope I say that right. I'll say this, dude. Home base is here on YouTube. Inside NFTs on YouTube is home base. But again, every day on Abstract as well. Man, it's gonna be Abstract season 2 soon. Like soon. Yeah, that thing is crazy. Main live, I would say, is YouTube, but it's like, where everybody's chatting, it's YouTube. Yeah, the chat's over on YouTube. So inside NFTs, or I guess the channel's at NFTLDR. And then, hey, just a heads up too, I guess I stream 7 days a week. Monday through Friday is on a different channel, so I'll throw that up here too. Every day though, every day stream. Monday through Friday is over here. It's Crypto Slam. Monday through Friday. I do more interviews over there, and we talk. It's a little less casual. I mean, it's casual still, but it's we get on killer guests. Like OSF is coming on soon. I got to start locking in some more guests, but Dude, we had on a few weeks back. I had Yatsu on, had Yahoo Finance, Mythical Games. Who are some of the other big names on that stream? It's some big fucking names on that stream. Yatsu. I mean, how do you beat that? Wild. What's up, Jay Wise? Good to see you, man. And then last reminder, ethoswarm.ai. Sign up. Just sign up. I think I don't know if it's a this week thing, but I'll just say very, very, very soon is when we'll start talking, showing, and hopefully you getting your hands on. But all the glazing I've been doing about it, I believe you'll get it. I believe you'll get it. I believe you'll agree with me. I believe. All right. I think I'm going to wrap there. Kiddos going home back to college here shortly. So I'm going to go hang with the fam, say goodbye. I'll be back live tomorrow over on Crypto Slam. Oh, hang on. Let's check JWise. I got a tag. Let's see. Are you tagging the right account? Oh, dude, are you DMing me on a different account? Because I still never saw your message from like yesterday. But I don't see a tag here too. Let's make sure you're hitting the right one. HUDAH_idiot. Yeah, dude, when was it now or was it like, dude, I don't see anything. Yeah, weird, dude. Why don't I see it? What's your handle on X? Javin. Okay, hang on. Dude, if I search you, hang on. Dude, if I search you, if this is correct, I don't even see you. Are you like shadow banned? Dude, I wonder if you're shadow banned. Oh, okay. Hang on, Javin SKN. Oh, is it an O? Hang on, I'm a retard. Hang on. J-O. There you are. Okay, I got you. Is this thing? Yeah. Okay, hang on. Is this the thing that Anthropic just throttled? Right? There's a whole story right now about like Anthropic throttling X's axis. And I don't know if it's because people are getting access to it through the Ralph Wiggums thing. I don't know, but yeah. Yeah. Fucking interesting, huh? This has turned into a thing. Yeah, cool shit. What's market cap now? Look at this. $3.1 million, dude. Yeah, okay. Does this look like the right one? Is that the right CA? I might chuck a soul at it. It's not a pump fun. Okay. What do you think about it right here? 3 mil. Yeah, I might throw one soul at it. Yep, I might do the same. All right, I got a boogie. Ethoswarm.ai. Please, please, please go sign up for the wait list. More on that soon. J-Wise, I'm going to get in with you. Ethoswarm.ai, much more soon. Great to hang with you guys. I'll be live tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. over on the Crypto Slam account. Hope your Sunday's phenomenal. Good football. Great football today. Should be awesome. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Goodbye.